If you love Asian food, but you are looking for a fun new twist, we've got some ideas for you. I want you to meet Chef Jared Porter. He's the owner of the brand new restaurant, The Clever Koi. Welcome to you.
And
you
so
had fun during the break with me because I said, what's the one thing you can't live without?
I said I couldn't live without my Spanx either, but no, I said, no. I'm joking. Coffee.
Coffee.
Coffee, yeah.
That is your one indulgence. You said you would take a bullet for it?
Yeah, it's pretty much the only thing that well, outside of like, family and stuff like that.
Right.
But, yeah, that's
we
the
all
only
have
thing
those wonderful indulgences. I love it. I love it. Okay, so Clever Koi, when did you guys open and how did you get this unique name?
We opened on 25th of November, so it was right around Thanksgiving. And the name kind of came up with the four of us. There's four owners. My partners, Joe, Josh, and Nick. We all were kind of just sitting around and we were coming up with the concept of what we were going to do. So we had the Asian concept. We knew that was going to work. But we were like, how can we make this interesting and clever, for lack of a better word? Let's have a little bit of double meaning and let's make it a name that people are going to think about and they're going to remember because it has an interesting name and as well as an interesting story behind the restaurant.
Well, after today's show, you will not forget these guys. They're so much fun. We're going to make some kimchi, and it's a little bit of a twist on the traditional kimchi. How do you prepare
Well,
it?
so kimchi is basically a Korean side dish of cabbage, right? So it's kind of funky. There's different levels of spice and heat and sourness to it, but it's really simple to make. You can make it at home. So basically it's Napa cabbage. This is kind of like that curly, like neon cabbage that you're just gonna like split in half. I split it in half before you came on. Okay. And you're gonna cut like large chunks out of it like this, okay? And that's basically it for the cabbage. And what you wanna do is you wanna add it to a bowl, and you wanna heavily salt it.
Now, why heavily salted?
So it kind of goes along the lines of taking the bitterness out of the cabbage, as well as pulling some of the moisture out, because you don't want your kimchi to be like soaking wet with water. You want to be able to add seasonings and oils and vinegars and things like that to it to make it moist. So you're going to heavily salt it, let it sit for about 20, 25 minutes, half hour, and you can see kind of like how much moisture is left in here.
Yeah.
You can see how it starts I did that earlier right before we came in, and it starts to pull all the moisture out. So this is what we're going to work with. It softens it, and you want to kind of wring it out a little bit and get rid of all that salt.
And what do you have in the
I had a little bit of scallion from the break. I'm going to add more to it. Okay. So next thing you do is you add scallion. And you can cut this as large or as small as you want. It really doesn't matter. We cut it pretty large because we want our kimchi to have texture. The difference between our kimchi and most kimchi is we don't use the really hot Korean chili because we want it to be a little bit more mainstream, a little bit more mellow for folks that are coming in that can't really handle a lot of heat. And we also don't ferment ours too long. We let it kind of have a lot of texture. So
what is this?
This is Daikon Radish.
Daikon Radish?
Yeah, so Daikon Radish gives the kimchi a lot of texture, as well as that, I don't know, I want to say funk, but that's really what it is.
Say funk, honey.
It's
I love it. We're going to funkify this
funk
dish.
in the right way, you know what I mean? There's this dish has like a lot of kind of funky, kind of fermented flavors to it. Well, in the best way.
Yeah, well, just eating at the Clever Koi by itself is funky.
Yeah,
so
it's fun and funky,
It's trendy,
right?
it's cool.
Yeah.
You guys are so cutting edge, and you even said that we are going to put a total spin on what you would expect. But the flavor and the explosion in the mouth is still the same.
Yeah, we try to have innovative dishes. We try to take a modern approach to things. We don't call ourselves traditional or classic because it's not really what we are. We're just trying to we're trying to get things different than people would expect. So.
And I hate to rush you. We have about 30 seconds.
Okay, we'll knock it out. That's all you need to do. So.
Okay.
Garlic. Ginger.
Still all those bold
Chili
flavors.
flake as much as you like.
Smells great.
Okay. This is fish sauce. Fish sauce is kind of one of these funky flavors that it's a Vietnamese style thing. And then we actually put a little bit of our house sriracha in it. And then this is the finished product.
Go ahead and dump that
You're going to you can take a whiff of that.
Now this can be a side item, right?
Yeah, this sits for a couple of days. You want to like put this in a container, like a plastic container like this with a solid lid. Put it on your counter, let it sit for a couple of days. Don't be afraid, let it sit out. And then after a couple of days, you have that.
That is so awesome.
Yeah, that really like pungent, nice, fresh flavor to it.
I love it. I love it. And we have a lot more information about the Clever Koi on our website, SonoraLiving.com. What are you making for us next?
We're going to do a chilled soba salad that's going to make its way on our new lunch menu.
I can't wait. I can't wait. This is some funky, fresh food over here, Terry, and you're on a funky, fresh motor scooter.
Hey.